Hi guys, I am here today with just a quick little workout you can do with your big exercise ball at home. We're going to start sitting on it and we're just going to bounce. All right, so as you're bouncing, keep those core muscles engaged. Have your best posture as you're doing it. Maybe just want to let those arms drape down. Just this bouncing action is so good for our bodies. It just gets our heart rate up a little bit. It's great for our lymph system, just plain good for us. So we're just gonna bounce to start with. All right, nice easy bounces. Let those arms shake or dangle a little bit. Let's add some jumping jacks in. These are my favorite on the ball. Again, we're just jumping a little. We're bouncing, we're moving our arms around, we're getting our heart rate up. And let's do 5 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, come back to your bounces. Let's do 10 more. Make them big bounces this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fabulous. All right, we're gonna walk out on the ball. I'm gonna move a little bit here. So what I want you to do is carefully walk yourself out so that you are supported on the ball. Hopefully you can see me on there. So my head is on the ball, my shoulders are on the ball, my butt and my lower half of me not on the ball. I'm gonna take my hands behind my head for this and just let my head sink into my hands. So this first part is a little traction. Like if you have your head and shoulders on there and you just let your tail hang down, you will kind of stretch out your low back. Feels really quite good. All right, that's where we're gonna start. And then I want you to do a little pelvic tuck. Lift your hips, press up toward the ceiling. For me, this is a stretch in my thighs, tops of the hips, and then you can feel your butt and backs of legs working. So let's start with some of those. You're gonna let yourself hang. And then you're gonna tuck your hips, lift, press the floor away, and press up. And then come back down and let them hang. And you can do that pelvic tuck, roll up, lift, 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 stretch your knees forward to get that stretch in the tops of the thighs, and then bring it back down. Let's do a couple more. Pelvic tuck, roll up, lift, 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 and then roll it back down and let yourself have those little hang moments that release our low back. Press it up, and then roll to come back down. Now we're gonna take the hands more beside us, and I want you to tuck your hips, roll up, and then we are gonna stay here. This is some strength and endurance work just to hold here. You're gonna take some arm circles. You're gonna inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, open and circle the arms and bring them all the way around. Inhale, lift up. Every time you exhale, maybe push the floor away. See if you can lift your hips a teeny bit more. Lift up, up, up overhead, and then circle to come around. Let's switch our hands, palms up, and switch our arm direction. Reach our arms out and around, press our arms down beside us. Long, big inhale to circle around. Exhale as you press back down. Let's do one more of those. Remember that breath, and then come back. Okay, you get to release your hips. What I want you to do is walk yourself back just a little bit and support your head. So for me, I feel like I'm kind of on my shoulder blades are really on there. I'm kind of just letting my hips hang, which feels a little nice and supported in my back. What I want you to think of is that you're pulling your stomach muscles in and your low back's kind of anchored to the ball a little bit. Now we're gonna move through that neck, upper back area where you're gonna tip your head back. You can take that as far back as feels good for you into an arch. Now I want you to curl your spine, tuck your chin, do a little pelvic tuck, and feel like you're trying to pull your middle back into that ball. And let's take like 5 of those. Inhaling as we roll back. Exhale, we're gonna curl and bring it back up. Lots of spine movement. We're kind of using that press into the ball to help us get like that articulation and that curling through our spine. Long, big inhale, tip backwards, tail hangs. Exhale, curl everything. So it's like that little lift your butt. Let's do 2 more there. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, do curl back up. We're doing 1 more, and then we're gonna throw some variations in. You're gonna curl up now. I want you to think, keep that back, lower back and hips kind of stable. We're gonna add a twist. You're gonna start rolling back and kind of open up the back elbow and just kind of see how far you can go. And then you're gonna come back to center, and then you'll go the other way. The legs are really working. They're like your anchor on this one. They have to be strong, pressing into the floor, kind of anchoring your hips into place as you do that twist, and then curl back up. And that open up and twist, and curl back up. You're gonna take that inhale as you roll yourself back, exhale, curl to come back forward. Inhale to roll back, exhale that curl back up. Let's do one more on each side. Open into that twist, curl it forward. One more on there, that open, and coming back. Awesome, guys. All right, put your arms in front of you. Fancy transition. Could you walk your feet in, curl, and then bring yourself back up. We're bouncing. We're gonna do 1 minute of bouncing right here. Come back to that bounce. We're gonna start with like 10 big bounces, 10 little bounces. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then little baby ones. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and little baby ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Little ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do one more set of them. 1, big ones. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and little ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna end on big ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right, let's turn over on our ball. For this next part, we're gonna be laying on our ball. Make sure I'm in the screen for you guys. We're gonna set up kind of plank-like. We're gonna put our hands on the floor. We're gonna push the floor away. So when you get here, don't let yourself just hang out. Push the floor away, pull your stomach in. Have that sense of your body just being very, like in that straight line, plank-like, reach through the crown of your head. Notice what your head does, don't let it drop down. It's some work just to be here. Pull those stomach muscles up and in. From here, what I want you to do, we got our plank, we're holding it because it's good strength work. Then we're just gonna do this little kick of one leg. It's a little like squeeze. It should stretch the top of your thigh, and then you're gonna reach the leg out. And when you do that squeeze, try not to bounce around and move around on your ball. Keep kind of pushing your thighs and hips forward into the ball as you do these. You can inhale, kick, exhale to lower, and your upper body continues to work. So you got this constant push the floor away, try to hold your best plank position, and then get that little squeeze, stretch your front of your thigh. It is hamstring, back of the leg and butt work as you do these. Kick, and reach. Kick, and reach. Let's do 2 more in each. Squeeze, and reach. Squeeze, and reach. Squeeze, and reach. Last one, and reach. Okay, here we are in our plank. We're gonna do what I like to call teeter-totter push-ups. So we got our plank shape. Our arms are strong. I'm gonna do a little Pilates V with my feet because this helps me. Start lifting your thighs, right? Which feels like butt and hamstring work. And then bend your elbows. You're kind of resisting it, right? You don't wanna just plop down. You're resisting and you're lifting your legs and then you're pressing to come back up. So butt and hamstrings working like crazy. It's like your legs lifting is why you tip forward and your arms are just bracing and then they press. So that inhale, lift your legs, lift, and then come back up. And that lift, and back into your plank shape. Let's do one more. Lift, and then bring it back. Awesome, guys. Okay, let yourself shift back. Here's the good part. You get to just drape over your ball. Go with what feels best for you on this. I sometimes like to come forward, even kind of let my head rest and let my legs just dangle. Take some breath. Depending on your back, you might want to shift back here a little bit. Just letting yourself be there and breathe is going to give your back some traction. It's going to stretch it out, lengthen it out. Feels kind of amazing. Good, good, good. Okay, and then we're going to end with one last thing, a little bit of a mermaid on here. So this is just kneeling, feet and knees about hip width. We're going to press into this ball. We're just going to take a nice little side bend. As you inhale, reach one arm up and then push on that ball and side bend. As you exhale, just stack yourself to come back up. We're gonna do like 2 more of those. Inhaling as you press out, just getting that long reach, stretches our side waist, and then coming back up. We got 1 more there. Inhaling as you press, reach, reach, reach. Exhale as you stack up, and then just switch it. We'll do the other side. As you inhale, press into the ball, reach on for that side bend, and then stack to come back up. When you press, notice that you don't want to let your shoulder hike up. You got to work a little bit to keep that shoulder pulled down, and then you push into that ball to come back up. 1 more. Nice big inhale. And then exhale to come back up. Awesome, guys. Thank you for joining me for this just little fun little 10 minutes or so on our big ball. Check out our YouTube channel to find some more great videos that you can do at home.